Hello, I'm Ellen Sage. I'm going to start with a short song. I am at home, I am at home, I am at home wherever I am. That's a song I've been singing for quite a few years now. And it's interesting that I am scared today as I'm going to make this video, but I want to be a part of ending abuse. And so today I'll introduce myself first. I'm Ellen Sage. I am a Saskatchewan woman. And today I will speak, read from my book, recite poems, and probably sing some songs again. And it's from this book, Ending Abuse. I wrote it. It's Ending Abuse by Sharon Speaks, and I will tell you why I chose to use a pen name, Sharon Speaks. Anyway, behind me is a poster that I would use when I go to presentations. Or I have a poster just like it that I put on my website. And it's my website is www.sharonspeaks.org. And I chose the Sharon Speaks pen name because the self-publishing company, they insisted that I change the names to protect themselves from libel. And I felt I had something to offer the world, and I wanted to publish this book. And it was a way, too, to protect those people I love that are in the book. And so I love sharing, so the name Sharon Speaks fit. And this book is actually two books in one. I previously published Wanted, Someone to Understand Child Sexual Abuse. It was about myself being sexually abused as a child in a Catholic church by a Catholic priest. And then also later in my teen years being abused by my brothers and my family. So I was an adult when memories returned, and when they became conscious, it was safe for them to come back and for me to deal with them. So I've always had to continue creating new ways to move on, heal, and I began writing right at the beginning. So I wrote journal after journal, and out of those journals, I put down what it was like to go to the justice system, what it was like to go through the court process, 5 court appearances before the priest was found guilty and went to jail. And it's not only my history, it's Saskatchewan history because of the amount of women, 17 other women went through that court process with me. But the book details how society was handling my disclosures, how people treated me, how I was trying to keep going to a job, raise children, marriage broke down, and the book outlines the after effects of abuse and that there are ways to heal and move through it. I have a poem that I can read from the book. It's called Like a Little Girl Lost. And it says, like a little girl lost who can't say what's wrong, who doesn't feel loved, who doesn't feel strong. She's waited so long for someone to be there, someone who'll love her, someone who'll care. She has no one to talk to, no one to tell that it feels like she's in a bottomless well, a well of abuse endured through the years. The well is dissolving, and coming out is my tears. And I thank all those people that listened to me through the years as I moved through the remembering and through the healing And I'm not perfectly healed. And so this today is creating a new way to move through my fears. And the things I want to talk about is I started writing and I never quit. And so those first 3 years is the first half of the book, and it was called Wanted Someone to Understand. So I made that part 1 of this book, Ending Abuse. Part 2 is As Long as I Understand, because it was not only going through the criminal court case, but I also was going through a civil court case with the Catholic Church that went on for 9 years. And I have all the court documents to do with the criminal and the civil. So it's a book that I see as a gift of tools and resources that people can see and figure out how they can support someone that's going through something and help the people move on. And I just want there to be hope in the world that we can do this. This whole book is like a letter to the world, saying that I think communities and church leaders and all the people we can create new ways of being there for children. And it's a book where healing happens and joy replaces despair, and there's hope for the world and a reason to go on. I also created things like workshops to how to support a survivor. And I remember after the first workshop, I came back and the next day I sat in I think a Tim Hortons, and I wrote Peaceful Feelings, I call it. Love is the rainbow, love is the sun, love is the answer, but not for everyone. So many are so hurting, many have had no love, and then they hurt another, and all they do is run. They run from their hurting. It hurts to feel the pain, but feeling all my feelings brings me sunshine again. Love is the answer. Love is in the tears. It's feeling all my feelings, even my deepest fears. So now I sing a lot, and I do a lot of things that are still like healing things, meditating and yoga, but I play tennis and golf. And so this idea of making the video is really about putting myself out there and saying, I want to be part of creating a better space. That was part of a song I wrote. I want to be a part of creating a better space where love and laughter, tears and fears always have their place, where sadness is accepted and there is always time to be there for each other until everyone's just fine. And I know that some people seeing this video are in rural areas and don't have the resources that might be in a city. But I believe all our answers are within us, and we will create what we need to find that essence inside that is connected to ourselves, to beyond, and to everyone around us. We're all connected to each other. So I say society no longer sweeps abuse under the rug. It's daily front page news. So it speaks to those people that are seeking self-help or inspiration to support a family member's healing. It's here for parents of someone raped or assaulted, or for anyone who's ever felt alone or felt a loss or betrayal. It's for people who felt different, expendable, for people looking for understanding, for anyone who's felt betrayed, battered, bruised, used, and abused. So we can make a difference in the world, every one of us. And another song I wrote is talking about how I really want to live. I really want to live and love again, to keeping on even when I'm troubled. I'm sleeping easy now, have no worries or no cares, so why am I crying so despairingly? I want to share my life with someone I can love, who cares what I'm thinking and I'm feeling, who listens to my songs, who can see when I am wrong, cares enough to honestly tell me. Someone who'll spend the time getting to know what's me and mine, and all that I so deeply do care about. I know that when I find caring within my mind, my world will reflect my deep, deep caring. My world will reflect my deep, deep caring. And yes, I think that's what has to happen. We have to find the caring within our minds and heal it up with our heart and let go and release all the hurts and the tears and the fears and the shame. And as we do that, we can move on in our lives. Another song I just wrote recently, because yes, I am in a relationship, and it's a great relationship, and I have children and grandchildren, and I do have a lot of caring around me, but I have to find the caring enough in myself to be able to move on. And that's how I know the abuse has ended, but I know we can be part of the change. So I wrote a song during this COVID-19 called We Are the Change. When we don't know why we're living what we're living, when we don't know what to do, let's have faith, answers will appear in a way for us that's new. Outer space is life we're living. Our inner space, it doesn't change. It's where we are all connected. We can bring forth the change. We are the change. Scary days we've had and are having. Glad we've had the times when we were down. Something new that throws us off kilter. Take some time to get our feet back off the ground. Outer space is life we're living. Our inner space, it doesn't change. It's where we are all connected. We can bring forth the change. We are the change. So much love and all of it available as we take the time to let out the pain. Living here we will be ever after. We're taking time to reframe. We are the change. So if you want to know more about the book Ending Abuse, it's at www.Sharon Speaks. ellensage.org. And that's telling me my time's up. So thank you for listening. And ellensage.com, ELLENSAGH.com is where you can reach me. Thanks. Bye for now.